Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a cold case, and it is the cold case of Karen Hales. She was a 21-year-old woman who was murdered, and the killer has never been found. Karen lived in Levenham Road in Ipswich in Suffolk, and that's where the murder took place. So like I'm doing this to try and get some answers, see if anybody saw anything or heard anything or has any sort of information on the case. So I will be voicing over the makeup application, and yeah, the next voice you're going to hear is future me, and let's get this case done and hopefully find out some new stuff and try help her family get some peace. This is the case of Karen Hales. Karen Hales was a 21-year-old mother who just 18 months ago gave birth to a daughter who she named Emily. She worked part-time in Boots and lived all her life in Suffolk. She always spent as much time as she could with her daughter. Her parents, Graham and Geraldine Hales, said Karen was a very caring mother, very bubbly and outgoing, full of confidence and devoted to Emily and her mother. They said she was very special to all of them, and to Geraldine she was a loving daughter and best friend. Geraldine also said she was very caring, too caring, thought of other people more than she did herself. She also had a partner called Peter Ruffles. They were together for 6 years. Then she fell pregnant with Emily. They had a very loving relationship and thought a lot of each other and were very happy together. They bought a starter home on Levenham Road in Ipswich and had lived there for a couple of years. On Saturday the 20th of November, Peter had gone out with workmates, so Karen was at home alone with Emily. She heard a strange noise outside. Then the door handle was going. Karen was too frightened to call out and ask who it was. When Peter arrived home, Karen had asked him how his work outing went. Peter replied and asked Karen how her night was. She explained about what had happened earlier and said it had frightened her. There had been a few break-ins in the area around this time, but this was the first time something like this had happened to them. On Saturday the 21st of November, Karen said farewell to Peter as he headed off to work. Her plans for the day were to look after Emily and clean the house. On this day, Peter was working the late shift and had to go to work at 4 p.m. At 4:15, Karen's parents went to visit Peter at work at the bus garage in Ipswich. They wanted him to have a look at their car because the starter motor was playing up. Peter told them that Karen had stayed home to do the housework. Her mother then said that they would pop round and see her in a bit. 2 locals were walking by Karen and Peter's house. They saw a man walk briskly past them in a hurry. They said he was wearing a parka with grey fur around the hood. A couple also spotted this man walking along the main London road. He ran in front of the car to cross the road. They said he was a slim build, had dark short hair, aged about 20 to 25. The 2 locals that were walking past Karen and Peter's house noticed there was smoke coming out of the door and it was open. They then thought it must be condensation. Another lady had also spotted this man looking suspicious, running whilst bent over. He was running through Chantilly Park. Around the same time the lady spotted the man, Karen's parents entered Levenham Road. When they reached the house, they found the door open and steam in the air. Karen was discovered by her father. Someone had stabbed her several times and set her body on fire. Her daughter was also in the room, but didn't have any injuries. In a sad statement from Karen's mum, she says, "Every morning, Emily cries for Mummy. During the day, she's asking where Mummy is. She says, we do the best we can, but don't take the place of Mummy." The motive for this horrendous murder is unknown. Karen was such a lovely person. Who would want to kill her? What is known is that there were items stolen from the house, so they can't rule out burglary. The items stolen were a brown floral purse and some knives with a solid brown wood handle, also known as laser knives. The suspect was described as wearing a parka with a fur hood, aged between 20 to 30, about 5'10", slim build with thin dark hair, which is quite short. They also said that whoever did it would probably be very heavily bloodstained. So if you remember seeing something like this on Sunday, the 21st of November, 1993, maybe a friend or partner had blood on their clothes, please get into contact with the Suffolk Police Headquarters on 01473 613 500. That's 01473 613 500. Or even if you know someone who has any of the stolen items, it might be worth a ring. So that's it for today's video, guys. I don't know what to say about this. It must have been absolutely awful having your own child in the same room that you got killed in. I honestly can't even imagine how that must be. And also for a father to find her daughter like that must be horrible. Yeah, I don't know what to think about this, guys. It must be someone local, I think. I think someone that did it must have lived around the area, or they seemed to know where they were going, you know? Anyway, that's it for this week, guys. Stay tuned because I will be posting a solved crimes case on Wednesday. So yeah, that's it from me, guys. I shall see you soon. Bye.